Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm so happy to have you. To my premium subscribers, welcome back to the channel. So for today's video, we're going to be talking about when the lights go out, which is essentially a blackout. I don't know exactly what my guys were saying. It was saying, Chris, just do a video titled When the Lights Go Out, and we'll go from there. So I guess it's kind of like, consider this kind of like a blind reading. We don't know exactly what it means. We're going to try and figure it out. We can decode it. If you want to help decode, you can also comment and let me know what you guys think, what my guys are talking about today when it regards to the blackout. I just finished recording a previous video revolving around Germany and Elon and him striking again in the AFD party and the CDU and the future of Germany and the rest of Europe. Highly recommend you go and watch that video even if you're not from Germany. It's going to be highly informative and it's going to be foretelling what's to come in the coming years. Now, in today's video, we're going to be discussing the blackout, of course. We don't know exactly what it means, but it is going to be a blind reading, which means you guys are going to know more about the title or the topic based on the thumbnail and the title. I won't really know until the end of the video. But this video is being recorded on Tuesday, February 25th at 9:10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, as of when I am recording this specific video. Alright, so let's begin. This video is just for entertainment purposes only and for educational purposes only. If you want to help out the channel grow in some formality, you can do so by liking, commenting, subscribing, hitting the bell icon, or commenting in the comment section below, or watching this video longer than normal. You'll be telling the algorithm, hey, I like this content, show me more. You'll be showing my content, other psychic tarot card readers, and astrologers as well. So it'll help me, help you, help everybody. Now, if you have been noticing YouTube has not been notifying you when I do post and upload. Do not worry, I do have a solution. You can go down to the comment section below or the description and follow my Blue Sky account or my Facebook group to be notified when I do post and upload. Plus, you guys can always ask me questions there and I'll be more than happy to answer. Now, last but not least, if you have sent out an email or a comment in the channel or even on Blue Sky, I'm getting back to all of you guys. I've been quite busy. I've been totally drained. I've been working quite a lot. So I really haven't had the time to really sit down and just answer. I know a lot of my friends yesterday were like, why can't you just answer? I'm like, because when I answer a lot of you guys, I want to like sit down and put the same amount of energy that you put into your comments. Right? It's not fair for me to just send out a comment and say with a heart. That's not who I am. I want to sit down here and give you the same amount of energy and love back. So it takes me a little bit. So just hang tight. Alright, anyway, let's begin. We have a lot to get through today. Let's see what is going on, what my guys were talking about. I have no idea. And we'll figure it out together, right? We're going to encode it. It's going to be a little mystery. Alright, so let's begin. I'm moving back a little bit. I actually realized that when you sit down on the floor, you're more connected because you're using your spiritual pose. So I wonder if like a lot of the readings that I have done in the bathroom or on the floor are more accurate than those in which I'm sitting. But I don't know 100%. You guys can let me know that. You can make that determination yourself in the comment section. Alright, so let's take a look. Let's see. Spirit. Okay, they're telling me to use the eclipse. I wonder if maybe they're talking about maybe possibly the blackout or when the lights go out might be indicative of just an eclipse. But we'll find out in a minute what that is. Because I know just as much as you do. Alright, so Spirit Angels tell me, what do you guys mean when you say when the lights go out? What do you mean? Okay, they're telling me to take these two cards. What do you mean when the lights go out? They're telling me this is all I need. What a joke. I highly doubt that that's going to be the case, but we'll see. Okay, maybe they're right. Yeah, okay, I think they are right. Okay. Well, I like to have beef with my spirit because it's fun, and I love them, and they love me, and we like to have a little beef. So I hope you guys can feel included in that. So the first card that comes up is we have the Knight of Cups. And the Knight of Cups, for me, it had 45 in the background. This is hotel, by the way. Here's the Knight of Cups. This is the media. Right? You can kind of see it's an ambient or very orangey background. Not exactly a background you want, especially off a black overhead shadow. So why and what does the Knight of Cups mean? It means in some way, if the lights were to go out, it will happen around evening time. Right? But it also is talking about as well with the Knight of Cups, it's saying it has to do with the internet. in some way, or the media, or the connection to media. It does not necessarily mean that the lights go out. It might just mean the truth goes out, or the media gets a complete overhaul, or completely centered in some way. That could be what the Knight of Cups might be indicating. The next card here is we have handicap, right? And we have a, what do they call it? A Purple Heart soldier who's been awarded. Right, here's the Knight of Swords. It's reversed. So it's telling me it does not come with great honor. And when this happened, it does not come with great honor. And here the next card is the Moon. And I keep getting, those electric grids. I'm getting like what's it called? A light bulb. You ever seen like a light bulb and they have like these two little pillars and then they have the electrical current that flies in between the two? It feels like that. It feels like that. Because you see in between where the forest is, you see the three lights, and it feels like it's sparking. It's sparking. So what does the Moon card mean? It means the light goes out in some way, even an idea or a possibility or plausibility. The lights go out. I don't know if that's talking about physically it's going to go out or it's talking metaphorically, but whatever it is, something is going to go out, and it has to either do with an idea, had to do with a thought process, had to do with either the truth or a revelation of something, or even better yet, in more simple terms, straightforward. And the other card that follows those, we have the Two of Wands. And the Two of Wands is represented here at the Emancipation Proclamation by Abraham Lincoln, January 1st, 1863. It's reversed. And I'm being told right now I should look up Emancipation Proclamation. So I'm going to take a look and see what that is. Can I be honest with you, despite me knowing a lot about history, when you don't do history classes for a while, you kind of forget it. So, let's see. Emancipation Proclamation. Emancipation Proclamation. Okay, so this is what it means. The Emancipation Proclamation was a declaration by Abraham Lincoln that enslaved people in the Confederate States were free. When the lights go out. It's reverse. It's reverse. This is talking about freedom. When the slaves were free. It's reverse. When the lights go out. I'm having some thoughts in here trying to figure out what it is. I have an idea. I'm getting information and it seems to be something else, but I don't want to say just yet. Let me just see what the top of the deck is. First card is we have the Nine of Swords. We have here somebody who has a disability being consoled by an animal service dog. Right? Someone sitting on the bench very upset. The bottom of the deck here we have the Three of Swords. We have them holding and drawing a gun on somebody who has their hands open and within view. Like police brutality. What does this tell me? What am I getting now? Now I'm understanding when the lights go out. Is indicative and talking about slavery in the United States and its dark history when the lights go out. This is not how I thought it was going to be. Okay, let's take a look. Spirits and angels tell me when the lights go out, because you're talking about a proclamation, Emancipation Proclamation revolving around Abraham Lincoln saying that blacks were free of slavery. What does this mean? Why is this coming in as when the lights go out? What does that mean? The tower. So something's happening involving around this. Okay. The proclamation. So that has to do with something with birthright, maybe. Does this have to do with birthright citizen? Yes. The magician. Does this have to do with those slavery loophole that's in our Constitution allowing for slavery within the prison system, the prison network system? Is this what it is? I'm trying to keep this video as short as possible. No. No. Yeah, no. So it's not within the prison system, but it has to do with birthright citizenship. It has to do with proclamation and emancipation, which has to do with a declaration by Abraham Lincoln saying that slaves are now free. But this is the top of the deck, this is the bottom of the deck, oppression. And here we have upset, despair, and we have the Tower card come out with the magician, clearly verifying that this has to do with birthright. So what does this have to do with birthright citizenship, Spirit? Okay, what is challenged in the Three of Swords? We have here the Queen of Pentacles, the Republican, the control of the Republican. I'm seeing the Supreme Court. Are they going to overturn Emancipation Proclamation? The Moon card reverse means a reveal. What is being revealed? What is being revealed? I'm hearing the truth. So we have here the Six of Cups, the past. So something's getting revealed about the past. Revolving around birthright citizenship, oppression. Are you saying that there's a plausibility and a possibility that this might just be shown that it might not be a revelation of it, but it might just be saying that we go back to the past because the past had never ended, nothing had ended, it just simply was sustained, or better yet, in a truce type situation, or like a trance where it's just been paused, but it's still in the background working. Is this what you're talking about here? Or are you talking about an actual revelation, like a big surprise of some sort, revolving around this? Or are you talking about just the fact that the plan was paused because of massive movement in 1965 that actually gave them real rights? Is that what you're talking about? We have the Emperor. Was comes up with like, yeah, that's with authority here. But that comes up on top of the past. Here we have the World card on the left side, which means something is upside down. I'm getting an Underground Railroad here. The right side, we have the Four of Swords, which means an ending, a political ending of something. And here we have the Emperor. Oh, okay, I get it. It's the end of the Republican Party and what Lincoln stood for. It's the end of the Republican Party. This is the revelation. The revelation is the end of the Republican Party, that the thing that they do will be so disdained that it makes the Republican Party no longer a Republican Party, like in some way. Like, it doesn't mean that they fall or crash or collapse. It does not mean that. But it is saying that the way you perceive the Republican Party now is not going to be the Republican Party of the future, because the Republican Party of the future will abandon all values related to the past in some way. This is not how I thought it was going to turn out. I thought it was going to turn out more so like, what's it called? Like possibility of like, what's it called? Like light going out or the power grid shutting down. But this is not in any way what I expected. I'm going to see if I can gather more information. Let's see if we can break this up, break it open. I do feel like there is information that we're not yet being told. So this will be like a part one. So we will continue this. But we're going to continue this video obviously right now. But I'm just saying that I feel like there's more to this than just meets the eye. And there's going to be a lot more series that's going to happen that's connected to this. So I will put the link to those videos in the comment section below when they are made. And when that video is made, I will put this video, link to that video, just so you guys are aware. But this is in no way in which I had thought about it, or what I even knew was going to be said, but I guess that's where we're at right now. It makes sense though when the lights go out, the things go dark, right? But in darkness you find brightness. Alright, so, spirits and angels tell me. Okay. It's a little slippery, just like me. Anyway, I don't know what that means. I don't know why I said that. Okay, anyway, besides the point. Spirits and angels tell me about, what you need more about the information revolving around the blackout or when the lights go out. Okay, so I'm hearing that America's darkest days are ahead, not behind. But remember what I always said before, right? I always said that there are good things coming, but we won't really know about those good things. Right? We'll see them, we'll hear them, but we won't necessarily be told them by the media. Remember what I told you in my channeling, that we won't necessarily know anything about the good. The media cannot be trusted to tell you the good. So you have to go out there and you have to see the good for what it is. Okay, so here's what I'm getting. I'm hearing this in my ear right now because I'm for audience. I'm hearing the Republican Party did not honor their commitment to civil rights and to African Americans. They did not honor their commitment to freeing the slaves and doing what's right by them by causing segregation to go into effect. They did not do and honor their thing and honor their promise to those people. And because of that, they were saying that the Republican Party will go up in flames, that they are going to come crashing down, that the way they began will be a lot worse than when they started. Because the saying here is that, they're saying the way it began is the way it will end, essentially, for the Republican Party. So I guess maybe the black when the lights go out might be indicative of indicating this is how the Republican Party goes out. Doesn't necessarily mean the Republican Party ends, but the Republican Party in its entirety and the party of Lincoln gets cut. And that's what it is. It's saying here that this is the final stage, the final breaking point for the Republican Party and its leadership and what it stands for and what it means. It's because their broken promise and the karmic relation to them breaking that promise that they made to all these, at the time, to the slaves of the United States, to free them from the chains that had burdened them by the Democrats at this point in time. Well, not for the Democrats, but like all the other presidents and parties, because there was more than just one party that was actually involved in this. But essentially, it was that motion, that call, that if they did not honor it in a certain period of time, it would backfire on them. They didn't really honor it. Think about all the things that they did since then. They didn't really honor it. And therefore, the party in itself will start to collapse from the inside out. And it's going to be because of them not honoring their commitment and promise to the people. Okay, let's go back and let's read. Here we have the first card comes in as strength. Right, we're asking, I keep getting information that America's darkest days are ahead, not behind. Here's the strength card. The strength card is talking about having that courage, that strength to move forward, fast paced, right? But also staying steady and calm, even in the midst of adversity and aggression. We're saying here that you need to approach life in a certain manner, in a way in which you can take that aggression and hold it steady, hold it in a state of calm and a state of peace, possibly mindfulness. Right here we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. This has to do with revolving around money. Money reverse. And here you have the Knight of Cups reverse, which is indicative to me of, things are moving, but not in the way that we initially wanted. Right? They're moving downward in some way. Maybe the way of life is moving downward. It does look like the life of an average American, no matter who and what you are, does look like it's going down in terms of lifestyle and health and all those things. It's going down. Here you do have here something being uprooted from its original standing, and that is the Eight of Wands, which means the normal structure of everything around us in this world, and especially specifically in the United States, is about to be uprooted from the ground. And with that uproot, the riots, the protests, all those things, the things that all our ancestors fought for, right? The immigrants fought for, no matter who and what you are. Essentially, the Five of Wands is saying to me, is saying that those things, those energy, right? Because a lot of you guys are probably wondering, well, Martin Luther King and his message was talking about the LGBTQ, Stonewall riots, all those women's rights suffrage movement, all those things, the Trail of Tears, all those things that have been very, very important for the evolution of the United States, but also for those of different, but also of the same blood. Essentially, what the Five of Wands is saying that the energy has been called. The energy has come in. The ship has came. and the chip is coming. And what does that mean? That essentially means that the energy wasn't for naught, right? It wasn't for nothing. It was for something. But the something may have appeared as a slap or a band-aid to solve a temporary solution or crisis. But what is the 501 saying? It's saying that all those energy, that momentum, that building up of energy, that frequencies, right? Those things that those people thought, those energy never disappeared. They were still here and they're very much present. They are very much dominant in the United States. And what does it mean? It's about to be called. This means all that collective energy, all that energy from the civil rights movement to all these other energies in other areas, they're about to be called in. And when they do get called in, they're going to start dismantling the structure system that it created them to be oppressed, right? This is the system of how the oppressor loses by believing that they themselves are invincible. And then that card here is justice. Towards the end, though, despite the strength of the Republican Party, right? Despite the strength of the Republican Party, we have the justice card here. Justice has been served. Right? An equilibrium and balance has been created and has been put forth. A final card here, Spirit. A final card here, Spirit. Let's see. The Empress, Melania, right? Not really caring about how others perceive you, but rather you put it on the certain perception that you want them to see. Elegance, right? Beauty, even though that's not exactly what people see the person as. Here we have the Seven of Swords, a movement of not going back, right? We're not going back. Here's Harris, right? It's reverse. The Seven of Swords in this aspect is saying that despite all this, despite everything that's being shown in the cards, that we do go back. We do go back to the way things were, the way the Republican Party is, because they're ugly. Because for so long, people have thought and felt that the Republican Party were a party of goodness, and all those things that they have said, family values, all those things, you will start to see all those things start to crumble within the Republican Party, because the Republican Party never actually represented that. That was the illusion. That was the perception that they wanted to give you. And that was the perception. Here we have the Seven of Swords, which means this has to do with economic support. This is talking about the 19th century, right? The 19th century with FDR and all those, where the Republicans were locked out of power for quite some time, for I think 21 years specifically, a little bit more than 21 years. Then the last card here is we have the balance, equilibrium. Them attacking voter rights, voter restriction, right? Preventing the people from speaking. And on the top of that here we have the tower. They will undergo the tower. They were the ones who were present when the Twin Towers went down and the flames of the Constitution went out, right, with the Patriot Act. Now the bottom of the deck here is we have the Six of Cups reversed. Not a good card you want to have, especially one that's particularly relating to the Oval Office. So what does this mean, and what does this mean for the Republican Party when the Spirit says the lights go out? It essentially means that the story of the Republican Party is coming towards an ending, a crash of some type. It will start to revisit and remold itself back into the way it was originally designed, which means Pluto return is going to force the Democrats to do the same thing. The Republican Party will remold itself to fit the definition and ideology of its original founding before Abraham Lincoln. We're starting to see that now. We're starting to see all the ugly things now. We're starting to see this is not the Republican Party. Well, of course it's not the Republican Party because the Republican Party never represented those things. They had to do them in the name of Abraham Lincoln because he was the first one, the first Republican president. Had he not been the first Republican president, the Republican Party would have looked drastically different. The historical significance of the United States would have been entirely different because of Abraham Lincoln. Abraham Lincoln had more of a down ballot effect when it comes to Republican and who they wanted to represent the party. It further changed with Reagan and then now 45. And that we are moving away officially from the Abraham Lincoln Party, going back to the party of the Republicans and the ideology right before Lincoln. We're seeing the ugly of that. We have never been told that in the history book. Sometimes Pluto return does not tell us, so therefore we need to be shown it. She's shown the ugly. Same thing with the Democrats here. The Democrats don't give a crap about minorities, all those things. They just see them as votes, and nothing more than just votes. If they really cared, they would have done something. They would have done something about Black Lives Matter. They didn't do anything. It was all artificial, or even better yet, artisan. Right? The Democrats didn't do much either. They did just as much complicit as the Republicans. Because again, the Democrats don't care much about you, and neither do the Republicans. And that is how we're going to end off in the video, because I said before, I think 2021, 2022, I said that I'm going to do a video on the first independent president since George Washington. We're going to do the first independent president. We are going to have one, and it's going to be a male. Don't know when soon, but we're going to have one, and we're going to read on him and find out the information that we're going to get for our first independent president, because the two-party system are going to collapse. That's part of the structural damage. I talked about this many times. The Democrats and the Republicans will not be the party going forward. Alright guys, I love you. Have a great night. And let me know in the comment section below what you think of today's video. This will be a part 1. There will be a part 2 sometime soon. And thank you for watching. I really do appreciate you, and do appreciate all your support and love. And I want to say thank you, and I send my gratitude and appreciation. Love you. Peace out.